Hey guys, welcome to a slightly different video on the channel. So about a month ago, I started doing YouTube videos. You can see if I go lifetime, you can see I started here on the 7th of September 2020, and now we're all the way over here on the 6th of October 2020. I think it's actually, is it the 7th today? Yeah, it's the 7th today. So now I've been doing this for 30 days, and I thought it'd be cool to go and share basically what I've done in the first month, because I really like looking at other channels' analytics just because of a couple of videos I've watched. There's a guy called Republic of Play who does a really nice in-depth thing. He's a full-time guy, so he's got a bunch more information and everything on his, and he's got like months and months and months and years of data to compare it to. This is something that I thought would be interesting, that I'll probably do like every month on the 7th as a kind of reminder of how the last month is going and looking back on how the growth is going over time. So the numbers that you're seeing here, I would imagine, are quite representative of the first month of the gaming channel on YouTube. So we've got in and around 300 views, we've got in and around a full day of watch time, which is actually quite a lot, and I'm quite proud of that because that number has gone up quite a bit recently, which you can see here, where we've gotten basically since I started doing it like as a just during the week making videos thing, that it's been going a lot better. Like, we're getting a lot more retention. That's because there are a couple of guys who are sticking around now. The subscriber count is starting to go up, and you can see recently that's really done quite nicely. But it's been nice to see this basically right here, that now we're getting a lot of retention. People are staying around and they're watching what I'm making, whereas here it's like you post a bunch of videos and you get 30 seconds of watch time, you know. But we're starting to find a little bit of a niche, something that people are wanting to stick around and look at. So here's the analytics, which I think is wild. So this is basically, this point here is where stuff started to go really, really well. This was from like midnight on that night. There was a tweet put up by a guy who makes the Binding of Isaac, and basically the whole thing just went ballistic. And you can see on the views, that's where we had our best view day. 55 views in a single day. Load of impressions, load of click through. It was great. Doesn't really show up here, but that's because the impressions were so high. Like, there were 700 people were shown my Isaac video that I made that day, and I think that's the best video in terms of the actual viewership that we've made so far. Like, retention and everything is not great, but the actual number is quite high, which is quite nice. And then here you can see that we've kind of got a steady group of people. These are all the unique viewers. We've got a steady little trickle of people. Then you've got that one tweet, and then some of them seem to have stuck around for a little while, which is nice. And now we're going into our second month, and what I want to see from the second month, honestly, is this number to go a little bit higher, the viewer engagement. Like, we had a couple people just sat and like watch this stuff beforehand, but it was like one person watched the whole thing, so that's why this is skewed so high over here. But like, we're getting more viewers now, and our retention is going up nicely. Like, if we can keep that in and around the 10-minute mark, I'll be really, really, really pleased with how the progression is going. And then this is basically just the exact same thing again. People are sticking around and watching videos though, which is nice. Like, very few days is it just like people have watched one video. They're at 6. Whoa, wow, that's an awful lot. I didn't even know that was that high. But yeah, like, the watch time is nice. I like that because I keep seeing people saying, oh, I'm not getting any views from my subscribers, whatever, they're a lot bigger than I am. And we get 72% is just incredible. Like, it's so good. Of this view time is coming from subs. It's kind of a little upsetting in a way because we're not getting traction from people who aren't subscribers, but then I guess they are subscribing and watching, so it's kind of a win-win. Then all we know about is America. 10%, that's so much. Wow. Okay, then what else is interesting? I guess we got a little bit of the stats. Obviously this is going to be really, really good now. We'll see how that looks in a month's time, because that's just showing like a day's worth of videos, and we're doing a lot better now. And same with the watch time, it's not really representative of anything. Then the last thing, I guess, the most interesting thing, is how we're going towards the YouTube partner program. So we know that we're up at 25 hours here, and we're on 10 subs. So here we're 100th of the way there. So in about 8 years, we'll start making money on YouTube. So that's fine. I never wanted to make money out of it. It'd just be an interesting little kind of side gig to have going. I guess that's kind of it. Like, all I wanted to do was a quick little update on how stuff is going. I guess these might be a little bit longer next month and the month after, because we'll be looking and comparing previous months. Because now if I go into like, whoops, that's the wrong button. If I go into like my analytics and I go views and show like September, it's just a block and it doesn't tell you anything. Whereas in the future we'll be able to actually wait. Oh, I can do that. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize that. I clicked this earlier when I was just looking through. I didn't realize that the daily was there as well. So yeah, if we can do that, then that'd be really interesting to look and see how like, next month compares. Because lifetime, October has started out quite nicely so far. So I go into October. October's going pretty okay. Like, granted, it's down percentage-wise from last week, but last week also had the one ridiculous day where like everybody watched all of the videos. Like, this was in last week's, which is 55, which is kind of, it's not representative of what we're getting right now. But yeah, so that's it. We've started off. Hopefully we'll go somewhere. One final thing. So, careful. There's a video there that's going up in like 36 minutes. 12 minutes, excuse me. Yeah, so this is the best video we've got so far. This is that one that came out on the day. You can see it's got 42 views, which is wild. But it's like the watch time, like there's a couple people again who've watched it like when it came out, and it just, oh, trickle, 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 trickle. This is not a lot of watch there, and then like not really any subscriber change. So it didn't bring in people so much as it was just watched a lot and has been seen a lot. So that's that. I've got more videos to make. I've got today's Isaac video to make, so I will see you guys in that one.